It's just by magic, it's working. Right, hopefully that's it. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Right, hopefully that's it. Okay, I think that's sorted now. So I don't know what this is. I just moved to a new laptop, and I think it doesn't like the blue yet. That don't worry about that. That'll pass. It's because it's echoing through my phone. Okay, I think that's sorted now. So I don't know what this is. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Something. This new laptop doesn't like my blue, whatever it is, mic. I don't know why. I have to always fiddle with it. Well, I'm just. It was a bit jerky earlier on. I think I might be asking this to do too much again. One second, let me do that. That's better. And we'll get going in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Going in a moment. Weird. I'm having one of those days again. Right. Should we get to go? So, hey folks, it's Neil McRae here. Sorry about that. Don't know what's going on. My screen setup is just driving me insane today. I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, so I bought a new laptop, a Razer Blade 15. It's a beautiful laptop. Works pretty well, but it seems to struggle with this microphone. So actually, Razer do a microphone. It's probably some scam to get you to buy their microphone. There is one thing I've forgotten. I'll be back 1 minute. I've forgotten beer, and I definitely need beer today. Give me a sec. Okay. Right. I have beer. I also have a Diet Coke. So here we go. Attack from Mars, we're going to play first. Hopefully that's what you're seeing. Let me know if you're seeing something else. Say hi on chat if you're there. Big shout out to James. How you doing, man? Atlanta's good to see you. Phil, chill out, man. Life is good. Banana Man, Chris Bazin, hi, good to see you, mate. Long time no see. Electric Skateboard, long time no see. Scientist, how are you, man? Slow Cool, hi. Fairy, hi, how are you? Say hello in chat, so I know that you're there and you can hear me more than anything else. So, we're going to do, hopefully, a bit of Attack from Mars, a bit of TNA, and a bit of Iron Maiden. I would have done Batman 66, but I've unplugged one of the cameras and it was too hard to plug it back in. Well, it basically meant I would lose this camera because I've temporarily ran out of ports while I wait for a card to be shipped. I use Magewell 4-port HDMI cards, and I'm waiting for it to be shipped. We are drinking tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The good stuff. Piston Head Custom Lager. And actually this almost looks like the guy out of No Fear, doesn't he? James, you're a No Fear expert. I'm slightly nervous that chat isn't saying an awful lot, and usually you guys are a noisy bunch. Let's go back into Twitch just in case. Yes, indeed. Oh, good. Thank you for that, Scientist. You've reassured me that things aren't completely broken. Right, so, bottoms up. It's not bad. Got a bit of an aftertaste, but I can live with that. Carlsberg in a fancy can. Thank God that No Fear gone. I've got No Fear, man. It's a great game. Can't believe James would sell such a good game. Actually, one day I should stream my No Fear. I've never streamed it. Actually, it's really my wife's game. She liked it. We played it. She played it at Pinball last year and really liked it. So I picked her one up. Real ale all the way. Yes. Warm beer on a warm day. Is that right, Phil? So this is Attack from Mars, the remake. I really wanted to try and get a camera for the topper. Should look this way, really. I really wanted to get a camera for the topper, but it was not possible because I'm out of camera ports. So I don't really want to use more USB cams because they really have a bad impact on the system. At least I think so. So I use all my cameras now are Sony 405s. Or Logitech Brio, which Logitech Brio is a USB cam, but it's just temporarily. It was really temporary for the total annihilation score the other day. So, crikey. Any ideas on Deathpool? In terms of what idea would you like? It looks a good game. No, TWD was too hard, mate. I was too shattered to reroute all the. So pretty much all my video gear is kind of on this side of the room. So when I tried to get TWD, which is way over here, it's just too hard. I need to kind of run some cables there so I can fire it up. Deadpool looks good. I want to play it first before I decide. No, not quite. Sorry, you're right. Sorry, I thought you were having a go because I wasn't streaming TWD, which would have been a fair challenge because I think I said I might stream it. Yes, TWD is like it's like the best game in the world. Actually, Matt Vince and I were talking about that today because he was playing it last night, got a good score on it. It's definitely my kind of go-to game. So. Where was I? Yeah, no, I know. I mean, if you've not got the space for it, then I mean, to be honest with you, before I really got this shed, there was a part of my time where before I built my shed, I was wondering if the council refused planning permission, what was I going to do with all the games that were collecting in my house and in the garage? Because my wife was kind of saying, really, Neil, it's time for these to go somewhere. They'd probably all be in flip out now, much to the members' happiness, I think. Yeah. So where was I? Yeah. So I wasn't really able to move anything around to stream something different. Atlantis, I will wait to play the game. I'll wait to play Deadpool before I decide. There's just a couple of I'll give a couple of examples. I thought I would love Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not a fan of it. I hated Star Trek, the game, but once I played it for a while, I really grew to love it. Walking Dead, first time I played it, I hated it. In fact, for a very long time, I hated that game. And then I had I was stuck playing it in a bar in, I think it was Texas. They had a bunch of games there. The only one that I remotely was interested in playing was TWD. So I played it and got the hang of it. Bowen's tutorial also helped. Yeah, I try to play games before I buy them, to make sure I really like them. Because one, they're expensive. Two, they take up a lot of room, and I'm kind of almost out of space. So I think you have to play a game. I think it's brave for people to buy it without, especially, I think it's brave for anyone to be ordering it right now, when all you've seen is pictures and a little bit of video. I mean, I think Deadpool's stream next week. Jack Danger streaming it next week. I think that will give a lot of insight to how the game is, yeah. So we got AFM tonight. The clock's still wrong on it. Still in Texas time, I think, or Mountain View or Pacific time. What else was I going to say? What else happened? So the Flip Out guys are down at Play Expo in London. If you're in London, go to Play Expo and meet the Flip Out guys, and also James and the gang of arcade guys there. RGP Retro Games Party. If you're into video games, he's got a lot of them. Yeah, you're right. It's hard to get an LE if they're all gone. I think there's another way of. So, I was kind of very lucky to play Iron Maiden long before they landed in the UK, and whilst there was still some LEs up for grabs, I think Stern are a bit more organised and so the LE stuff was a few weeks after the Pro. This time they've kind of got everything out at the same time, so it is a bit more of a challenge. I agree. To be honest with you, getting an LE would be a nice to have. If I got the premium, it wouldn't be the end of the world. In fact, the only LE I've really got is Iron Maiden. Batman LE, but it's not the SLE, so I kind of think of it as premium. My Walking Dead Ghostbusters are premium. My Star Trek's premium. Anyway, with enough waffle. But you're right. It's a risky strategy not to order it right away. I'm actually I'm in New York later in a few weeks' time. Maybe I can have a look or a play there. Hopefully, Sunshine Cafe has got it. Dialed in is in the garage at the moment, and we'll be there until I'm kind of when I built this corner here where Iron Maiden and Batman sit was supposed to be my wife's gym. You'll still see that there is. Can you see that? Yes, here there is a treadmill. There's a bunch of other stuck gear for her gym, and yeah, I've got the LE dialed in LE. There's a bunch of stuff for her gym in the garage, and then I've got this kind of side thing on the house. I'm kind of rebuilding the side thing to move all our gym gear in, so I can then get 2 more games in there. One of which would be dialed in. The other game I've got at the moment in the shed as well is The Shadow, which is a great game. And I've got another great game coming. I have a very minty, beautiful looking Meteor coming that Lee has acquired for me. Lee Riley, huge thanks to him because he found one that's in tip-top condition. For those of you in the know, I've been trying to find one of these for like about a year and a half. So I've got one that's about a week away, I think, maybe 2 weeks away, coming here. Really looking forward to it. I've probably paid a premium, but sometimes to get the right game, you kind of, in the right condition, you kind of have to do that. I'm lucky all my games are in pretty tip-top condition, or in good enough condition that I like them. There's a couple of games that could be slightly better, like my Monster Bash, which you can buy, Neil McRae's Monster Bash. Imagine being able to own Neil McRae's Monster Bash. You say, well, this guy Neil McRae owned it. He's on fucking YouTube. Yeah, so anyway, let us pray on the game that is Attack from Mars. Glorious game by Brian Eddy, who's currently working on a secret project at Stern. I think he's working on Monsters. We shall see. 16-bit Shed. I know if you can reset the audit for total games played. Here's what you can do. There are 2 audits on Stern Games about total games played. One is actually money passed through the game. So if the game's been on location and people have been sticking coin in it, then you cannot reset that, unless I think you can. I think Stern can, but my understanding is if someone's put it on location and coin has passed through it, it's impossible to reset that. The total number of plays, which is another audit, you can reset. Very easy to reset. All it takes is the press of a button and it's done. You can kind of tell when it's been done though, because it won't match up with things like number of balls launched, number of flippers to the left, number of flippers to the right, unless you reset everything. And that's really, you know that right away. I assume this is for, yeah, if you update the code, but even if the machine has had coin through, code updates do not erase the coin through total. How do I know this? Because one of my games was on location, and it still got how much money went through it on it, despite me trying to reset it. Actually, if you don't use a coin on a Stern, if you don't use the coin stuff, it won't ever come up. But this, once you've put a coin in it and you've actually seen money drop through, it comes up. I wish I could show it, but it's kind of too hard. If they have a TWD and it's running 1.6 came out about a year ago, so it probably have a year's worth of, if it's probably have a year's worth of plays. They stopped making TWD. On TWD there'll be a date on the back of it, when it was made. The thing I would be looking for on the one that you're going to see, the well walker, just run your finger over the bit in front of the well walker. It takes a lot of wear there because the ball kind of hits and digs in like that, basically. So yeah, so the total play would be whenever code was updated, or when they last reset it. If it's been on location, they put pound coins through it. It will have number of games or number on how much money or how many coins. I can't remember exactly what it is off the top of my head. Anyway, let's play some of this game. So yes, designed by Brian Eddy, software by Lyman Sheets. I met Lyman actually at Pinball. I was talking to him about Batman. He was stressing out about wasn't having a good day playing EMs. Actually, I wasn't having a good day playing EMs either. But Lyman Sheets software for this. And Doug Watson did the artwork. Actually, the back box, unfortunately you can't see it, but the backboard, he added some new stuff, and he also did the design for the glorious topper. Oh, you've got it. Excellent. Okay. So, have you been playing it? Now, if I had a new TWD, I mean, when I got my TWD, my wife didn't see me for a month. Cool. That's good that you've got it, mate. So if you update the code, everything resets pretty much. If you don't, you'll get whatever was there. You know, TWD kind of maximum it can be old is 4 years. There wasn't a lot of them in the UK. Very few went on location. Most went into people's houses. I think I can count 3 TWDs that were on location off the top of my head. Right, here we go. Let's play some of this. Object of this game is to kill the Martians, so let's kill some Martians. Let me know if this sounds okay, folks. If you need me to turn the volume up or down, let me know. Here we go. Back to the blue. So, I used a skill shot there. I held the button down, sent it around, flattened the ball up. It hit the force field and it goes down immediately. It's the bonus that you get from the skill shot. So now it's whack the saucer.
You ugly, green, stinking, disgusting Martian! Nail the saucer out of the sky!
And oh, brick that, brick that. First saucer down. Yeah, you should leave the GC from the previous person on it and just use it as a target. My best score is 443 on 3 ball. No, it's not like ejecting this ball. Sometimes it does this, I haven't figured out why. It's now doing a ball search. Here we go, and the ball arrives eventually. Hot dogs! So that noise was the fact that I have lit I've lit what's called Stroke of Luck, which is basically like Merlin's magic. It's like a mystery sort of thing if you hit the scoop. It was actually already lit. I just managed to relight it again. I don't think I get anything for that when I take it. Ooh. Here we go. Stroke of Luck. 50 million! 50 million! Oh, that was a bit of a downer. Let me just do one thing to me phone. My phone keeps dimming. No, ball save is off in this game. Actually, this game's kind of running still in a bit tournament mode. I've taken it back to 3 balls, but it's got no extra balls and no ball save on launch, which is tough, basically. But it's, I think it's kind of what you want, really. Here we go. Skill shot, which I biffed, and I lose the ball. You pesky Martians. And again. So you can see why some people don't go for the skill shot, because it can be dangerous. My phone keeps dimming and it's driving me nuts. When is the 24 flip? It's in, I think it's in, is it October or September? I won't be at that. I find it hard enough to play pinball for like 4 or 5 hours, let alone 24 hours. Nah, it's not my cup of tea. Just not. I think it would be a tough weekend. So I ain't going. Plus, no disrespect intended, but some of the pinball guys might be a bit rank after 24 hours. So I can do without that. And there's no showers that flip out, let me tell you that. Here we go, here we go. There we go, Sugar Luck, what's it gonna give me? Light Martian attack, yay! So it has lit that white square in front of the scoop. And when I hit it in a minute, these little Martians are gonna do their dance. Oh, brick, and then lose the ball. That was a terrible game. Just gotta forget it happened and quickly move on to the next one.
That you horrible little Martian. Blow the saucer out of the sky.
Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Stroke of luck. Light Martian attack. It's already lit. Ah, that was a bit of a pain. Occasionally in this game you do get the odd straight down the middle from the scoop. It's annoying, but it does happen. And he misses the scoop. Right. Oh.
Get the troops ready.
Ah! That's what happens when you're not paying attention. Hey, from France, how are you? Ibakura, nice to meet you, if that's how you pronounce it. Are you a pinball fan? Let me know. If you've got any games, let me know. What's your favourite game? That's not how you play Attack from Mars. Right, here we go. Start again. Greetings, Earthling. Right, good hit on the skill shot right away. And we're now saving Germany. Light lock, that's nice. Oh, that's terrible. Ibakura, are you a pinball fan? You play pinball? Let's know. Oh.
The Martian will never take Germany. Destroy the Joker.
Boom.
Germany
It's victorious!
Nothing can defeat us.
Whoa. Here we go. Ball one lock. Every available man. I need to have a look at that scoop. the eject scoop because it's getting tougher to get that ball out.
Missiles on standby.
Missiles on standby. Right, one more for multi-ball. Here we go. Oh, he's bricked it. He's bricked it again. Save me! Right. I got my ball, and I also because I completed this line, I've got to hurry up where I have to hit the saucer to pick up the hurry up, which I just did. Jackpot! So I've now got to hit the jackpots, and I'm really poor at this, I have to say. Oh, you've got to hit them all, and then the super jackpot gets lit, and it's kind of a moving, it's a moving target. I don't think I've ever done it, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. And I've not done it again. Here we go, struck a lot. Quite a lot. Okay, got the second saucer lit. Oh, that was nasty. Ah, okay. James, you need to play my TWD here, because the one I've got here is so much better than the one now. Let me tell you, my friend. Let me tell you. The one I've got here is glorious. When it goes into horde mode, horde, the machine comes alive. It's just insane. Right, that wasn't a bad game, a billion. If I kind of score a billion on this game in competition, I tend to be quite happy with that. Because this game in competition is, if it's kind of set up how it should be, which is basically C-Ruse. Who is C-Ruse? This is what I do in my spare time. So this is clearly someone who doesn't, who hasn't been on, my channel before. Who is C-Ruse? Tell me who you are. 1977. Chris Russell, is it? Chris, if it's you, mate, say hello. I'm gonna guess it's Chris Russell. My buddy from UK North. Is it? This is what I do in my spare time, mate. I play pinball and video games, and I generally doss about. And people are mad enough to watch me. Like you are. Do you like my little studio? Chris, it's good to see you, man. Thank you for joining. So Chris, I guess, is not only just a newbie to Twitch, as well as my channel. Chris and I work together to make the internet a better place. Now, you're only seeing half of it, actually. I should show the other half. Yeah, so I play as much as I can. I play pinball. It's the thing that gets me through the many tribulations of dealing with people who run. Ooh. Great shot! We're drinking, for those, we're drinking Piston Heads. Tasty. Oh, I got plenty of NASA stuff up here, basically, but you can't see it because the camera I'm using is not helpful, basically. Osric! I'm drinking good beer tonight, Osric. You'll be pleased to know. How are you, mate? I have a question, by the way. Does anyone play Minecraft? Can someone tell me what the point of that game is, please? I was watching yeah, Friday night, mate. I tell you, all I ever really want to do on a Friday night is have an Indian takeaway, otherwise known as curry. Attack! Watch the little Martian guys. Got one of them. Got two of them. Oh, nearly lost the ball there. Oh! Oh, did lose the ball. All I want to do, the kids play Roblox. It's worse than Minecraft. I don't get the point of Minecraft. I'm sorry. I know that there's like a huge community. Let's go back to Minecraft for a minute. I was watching. There's a streamer, a couple streamer called Fremley. They're really popular here in the UK. In fact, they're probably. Are they the biggest streamer in the UK? Maybe one of the biggest. It's like a husband and wife couple. They play games. They're great fun. They run like a Twitch London sort of community. Anyway, I was kind of bored. I think on the train and I tuned into them when they were playing. They're playing Minecraft, and holy moly, I'm like, what are you supposed to do? And the work, it felt like. It felt like you were actually doing work. Actually, kind of, you know, it's like RPGs where you have to chop wood to get good. No, ain't for me, I'm afraid. I mean, they were enjoying it, which is great. And check them out, Fremley they're called. They sadly, I think they get more views than all the pinball streamers put together, unfortunately. Chris, by the way, the next time you're in London, man, you want to come play pinball, let me know. We should have a UK North PC meet here. Next time we're in London, you could try and convince everyone to get on the train. Come to my house, I'll supply the beer and the food. And we can play pinball. Yeah, electronic Lego, that's kind of what I said, but, you know, I'd rather play with real Lego. God, I'm bricking like hell tonight. Yeah, Osric, so as I was saying, on a Friday night, I never want to do anything. I want to go home, I want to get Indian takeaway, I want to have a beer, and the only thing I'll do is play pinball, or do like a pinball stream. That's all I want to do on a Friday. So if I ever have to go out or do something on a Friday night, I am usually in a pretty terrible mood, frankly. Here we go. What's going to give us multi-ball? Kick ass! Here we go. The ball save is enabled for multi-ball. You kind of really have to because you hit the ball like that, and it's quite easy to lose the balls on multi-ball. Whoa, that was close. Ah! Jackpot! I got one jackpot. Yeah, mate. So in Edinburgh, where I grew up, there was one local arcade called Ellie Amusements on Lothian Road. It was like a shrine of amusement arcade, and actually, for the most time I was there and the most time it was there, I was underage. So I used to always kind of, it'd be like how can I do this so you see it? There'd be like a row of machines, and the guy, so the change guy would be kind of here, doing his change thing, a bit further back, and I would kind of go in, like headphones on, the old kind of orange headphones. I'd go in kind of anti-sus like this. I'm under 18, but I'm trying to look cool, and then I'd go in and kind of like play a game, and quite often I would get kicked out. Yeah, we had a lot of joust in our arcade. A lot of we had a huge number of two huge numbers of shoot 'em ups, and a huge number of fighting games, and lots of the kind of, I don't know if it's Japanese or Chinese, but lots of the Oriental community would be like jammed on those games, basically. Okay. Ozzy, what's the tournament you're playing in tomorrow? Let us know. Basically, let me know. Yeah. So pinball. I don't think I played Pinball Illusions Amiga. I played plenty of. The game I played non-stop on Amiga was Paradroid 90. Holy moly, did I play that game to death. That Powermonger was another game I played it over and over. Deuteros, which was a great game. Really enjoyed that game. I was depressed when I finished. Actually, one of those few games I finished, and I was so upset that I finished it. Yeah, so LA Amusements, they had 2 pinball machines. The first one they got was Bride of Pinball, which I have over there. That was the first game I bought and the first game I played pinball wise. Then they got a Terminator 2. Terminator 2, I was just too rubbish for that game. I lasted all of 3 seconds on it. And kind of, I never really thought about playing style. I kind of just thought you whacked the flipper and it went where it went. There's a couple of good guys that were there that you'd watch. But I don't know what it was, but I never paid attention to how they played as much as I wish I had done. Charity tournament, excellent. Oh, are they streaming it? Oh, Barry, I think I've heard of that. I think, yeah, I think I've watched a couple of their streams. That's great. Well, I hope you raise loads of money.
The Earth is being invaded by flying saucers from Mars.
You gotta save the Statue of Liberty.
Okay, we're saving the USA this time. Hey, Ducks. JP, T2, yeah. Jurassic Park and Guns N' Roses, never saw one of them. Never saw any Data East pinball games. Played a Data East arcade games, although really a different company.
We must build an atomic blaster.
And then basically the thing about the kind of the 90s resurgence of pinball, I completely missed it really, because so in 92 kind of finished university and then kind of started a new business and kind of moved to London, and was so busy on that company. I was kind of, we're setting up, it was the start of the internet in the UK, and I was like kind of work, life and play surrounded around work, and I kind of miss pinball, and I'm pissed off because I would quite often go down to the Trocadero where there was loads of pinball machines, and I don't know why I never went up to one and played one. And this was when the Trocadero was in its heyday, so I kind of feel an idiot for that.
Get the troops ready.
And so this game, I just got a 5-way combo. You can see from that green light that's lit.
We must save the Brandenburger Tor.
So I never I kind of missed the whole 90s of pinball, and also luckily missed the noughties of pinball, which, from what I can make out, was probably pinball's most depressing time. Apart from Spider-Man and World Poker Tour, and maybe The Simpsons. I'm not a big fan of The Simpsons. I don't know if there was any other good games in the noughties. I don't think so. Let me know. Yeah, when I went to Trocadero, I'd play the driving games. Like, they had a big long row of Daytona. I'm fucking on that. I don't know how many coins I put in that game. The other thing, I used to go with a buddy of mine, Tony. We used to work together. We would play air hockey all freaking night. I mean, we get there like 7 on a Friday night, and we wouldn't be off that table until like 1 in the morning when they were kicking us out. So yeah, and then literally about just over 2 years ago, in fact, it was it was literally 2 years ago in 1 month or something. I got a post on Facebook. I was in the US. That's how I kind of got back into pinball. I was in the US, and I was actually I was on holiday, and I went to a charity event. It was a fundraiser for moving air show, and kind of antique aircraft up near Seattle, kind of Washington way, and I got to meet the crew of Apollo 8, and they signed a picture. Actually, if you watch my Joe Kominikov YouTube video, you'll see that picture in it. And then whilst I was out there, just before I went out there, one of my suppliers, a company called Metaswitch, I think it was, they've been really desperate for me to talk at one of their events, but there's never a reason to go. They weren't that big aren't that big a supplier at the time. They're a good supplier. We did a lot of cool stuff for them, but they, just it wasn't something that was big on my agenda. So they told me, "Oh Neil, we'd really like you to come, and we're really pleased to, and hope that you're coming because we've arranged that Gene Krantz, can I get this down? Hold on. Gene Krantz. We've arranged that he will speak." This is Gene Krantz. They arranged for him to be there, so that I would go, and it worked. I went, and he signed that for me. That's one of the things he signed. So I spent. I've got 2 other things he signed. One's in my pool room in the house, and one's in my office. And he's like one of the guys that just stands out, and kind of leadership and cool people. And it was amazing. I got to talk to him for like about an hour. We're talking away. It was just amazing. And then I went to their conference and did my thing at their conference, basically. I went to Trocadero. Joe's prize draw stream. Right.
Reports are coming in from
all over the world.
Is under attack. An attack
From Mars. Okay, welcome everyone to the stream. I'm Neil. This is Domino Pinball, and we're in my little corner of the world I like to call the Domino Arcade. So let's try and get Total Annihilation on this game. So the thing you're trying to get to is rule the universe. To rule the universe, you have to light these 6 lights. I lit one of them, 5-way combo. You have to conquer Mars, which is basically kill all these saucers, you have to get Total Annihilation. I'll come back to that. You have to get Martian Attack Multi-Ball, which was basically kill all these Martians when they're jumping up and down. You have to get Super Jets, which is basically send the ball into the jet bumpers a lot. And you have to collect the Super Jackpot after Multi-Ball. I've got Super Jets, I've got Martian Attack Multi-Ball, I've got Total Annihilation, I've got 5-way combo. I have never got Super Jackpot, and I've never got Conquer Mars. I should say this game is probably harder than most you'll play. I've got it kind of on tournament settings, no extra balls, no ball save on launch. It did have 4 balls because in the UK, for some inane reason, we play 4 balls in our leagues. I don't know why. I like it because it gives you kind of an extra chance. But it's not what the rest of the world plays. So I'm going to kick off. So skill shot on this is hold the flipper, press the button, the lights light up, you try and hit one of them to activate it. I've missed it by the looks unless I'm very quick. Oh, so I just caught that. So what that skill shot's given me is an advantage in that it's taken the force field down in front of the saucer, so I can start to hit that saucer right away. The saucer shot is a dangerous shot because it will come back down the middle. So a few seconds into the game, and I've got it for saucer. This is where when they did the remake, it'd be cool if they could have got the code, because one thing that would be cool to add to the code is like in TNA, how quickly do you destroy the first reactor? Well, how quickly did you destroy the first saucer? That could be a nice code addition to this game. And rumour has it there's some of them in Monster Bash Remake, which is coming anytime soon. I think we might see pictures next week, if my insiders tell me the truth, but who knows. I'm looking forward to seeing that game. Okay. So I have completed this lane here. So that starts a hurry up, which is basically hit the saucer for 100 million points. And right, so I get the hurry up, and I've started the saucer. And if I'm quick, oh, I missed it. I got 4 out of the 5-way combo, I think. I need to figure out how I reverse nudge, because when I tend to nudge or shake the game, it encourages the ball out most of the time, basically.
Take that, you ugly, green, stinking, disgusting Martian!
So yes, so whilst I finished the story, so whilst I was out there seeing Gene Kranz, which was epic, they had an evening dinner, and at this dinner after it, we get light Martian attack. Okay, that's good. Let's start that right away. After this dinner, they have pinball machines all around the dinner venue. I can't remember what it was. I think one of them was a shadow. Right. So I've got one more Martian to hit, and that starts Martian Attack Multi-Ball. Here we go. The great thing about this is I can take hits at the saucer without worrying about it. Well, I have to worry now because the ball save. Oh, that was a bit of a Lazarus. You said ugly Martians, right? Okay, so where are we? I got Martian Attack Multi-Ball lit. I got this lit completely. I got this almost lit completely. I got this almost lit completely. I've got 2 to get on this one, and that will start Total Annihilation. Here we go. Yikes, 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 yikes! That was a save! Right, got that one lit now. Replay! So if I did have to put money in this game... Right, so doing pretty decent now. All I've got to do is now hit this, and total annihilation will start. Now I find this, those of you watch me often, I find it hard to hit any ramp. Basically, I specifically find it hard to hit this ramp on this side. I don't know what it is, but ramps on this side I struggle with. Ramps on that side I'm a little bit better at. Don't know why. I don't know if it's a lefty or a righty thing. Although I am mostly right-handed. Ooh, danger, danger, danger! Ah! God damn it! Bricked it. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have a choice. You can vote TNA, which will have slightly better visuals, and actually you'll be able to see me, or IMDN. Which would you like me to play? I'm hoping you're going to go for TNA because it's a lot easier to set up. Well, ish. The camera angle on Iron Maiden is probably not brilliant. And if no one picks anything, I'm going to pick TNA. Am I even still online? He says, wondering if anyone's paying any attention. Apparently so. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. TNA it is. Thank you, DG. Whoever DG128K is. Here we go. Okay, TNA. We're going on to TNA. Give me 1 second to press the big magic button, which will probably break sound again, but I will fix it. Now the key question is can you still hear me? Oh, okay. You can't lose the echo because of the stupid problem I've got. If I do that, you should still be able to hear me. Hey, Rudy. I'm just changing games, my friend. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, that hasn't done what I thought it should do. Okay, right, now, just have to line that up. Turn this a little bit that way. Ta-da! That noise is the siren. Okay, right, now, just have to line that up. How are we doing? Does that look okay? Does it sound okay? Let me know on chat. Kirk! So what's been said about UKPinfest? What has been said, mate? As you can see, up above. Oh my god, I've even got Tilt up there. I should bill you some sponsorship. Ladies and gentlemen, Kaufmanized runs a probably in fact, there's no doubt about it, the best pinball collection. If you want to play the latest and newest and best games, Kirk runs a place called Tilt in Birmingham. Definitely worth a visit. Also has a lot of great beer, great tea, I think coffee as well now, Kirk. Correct me if I'm wrong. Just expanded it. Got a kind of classics room upstairs that's got this and AFMR and Medieval Madness and a bunch of other stuff up there. I can't remember. I took my team there a few weeks ago and they loved it. So Kirk, great to see you. We've just been playing Attack from Mars. We're now about to start playing TNA. One of my favourite games. And this is a game by Scott Danesi. It's what I like to call a bedroom game. Scott designed most of this himself. In fact, all of it except the playfield, including the music, which you might find staggered. Actually, you should watch Scott Danesi on Twitch because he does DJing and music creation on Twitch. It's kind of plays the stuff that I like a little bit, kind of real kind of dance sort of music. So check him out on, I think he's twitch.tv/Scott Danesi. Anyway, this game made by Spooky Pinball. They did a top job of it in my view. Great design, LEDs everywhere, and Reactor 30, level 11 hype. Yes, you won't see me get anywhere near Reactor 11. You certainly won't see me get anywhere near Reactor 9, which even exists. You might see me get Reactor 3, which is the best I've got in this game. But I doubt it. Recently I've been struggling to get past Reactor 2. Can I just give everyone a hint about pinball? This is like a cushion thing. You put it on the floor and you stand on it. If you play pinball a lot like I do, get one of these. Actually, Stern and Titan are making these now. You can buy them from them. I actually just got this off Amazon. Off Amazon, it's a lot cheaper and it's unbranded, but it's great. Get one of these and take your shoes off. Just makes a big difference when you're playing. I've got a couple of them. I kind of move them around. If I can do anything, you kind of stand up a lot. I'd recommend doing it on one of these. A few folks actually bring these to Pinburg. I was tempted to, but I kind of saw the disdain that some other players gave that people who had them. So let's go on with it. So the object of this game, dial the code to get into the reactor, set the reactor to critical, blow the reactor up, do it all over again. Do it with multi-ball, score 2 times if you've got 2 multi-balls, 3 times if you've got 3 multi-balls, and jack the points up. So you really want to be in multi-ball in this game as much as possible if you want to score lots of points. The great thing about this game is, he says, yes, it's working. Just checking. The great thing about this game is the music. This is what I saw this game a few times, but I didn't hear the music. So I was at Pinball Expo. I kind of walked past it, it didn't look that exciting. And then I heard the music, and I was like, whoa. And I do believe that if it wasn't for the music, this game would not have done so well. That's my belief. Anyway, skill shot is hit one of these lines at the top. You can move it, so it's white at the moment. If I plunge and then move it, I'll lose the super skill shot, which basically immediately lights the reactor. I just get normal skill shot, which is a bonus multiplier. Here we go. Let me know if the sound is okay, folks. Oh, that was nasty. But luckily on this game, I do have ball save. Okay, so I've unlocked the reactor. Whoa, that was nasty. How you doing, CNK? Good to see you, man. Yeah. So now that I've dialed the kind of code by lining up this dial pad around to start the reactor by hitting the scoop there, and
All saved.
luckily got ball save there, and locked one of the multi-ball balls.
All right. To the left scoop to set
Ah.
reactor.
Hello, Smerides, how are you? I can never figure out how to pronounce your name. SM Radius. I don't know what it is, but I always think SM, then Radius. I don't know why. But anyway, nice to see you, mate. Long time no see. Good to see that you're still alive. We've been playing AFMR, we just changed to this game. Right, start reactor.
Please stand by for reactor startup.
So now this comes alive, this dial. I have to get the ball in here to blow to kind of make the reactor go critical. Ooh, to do that, I have to get up either side of the loop shots. Which, let me tell you, is easier said than done.
Multiplier increased.
Ah, and then I missed the bloody ball. So you'll see it went up to 31 there from entering that. Whoa. Okay, what's the second ball?
2 blocked.
Here we go. Ah, that was terrible. It's M Raiders. Okay. Cool. SM Raiders. Okay. Got it. CNK, I'm at home. This is my game room at home, which is a little cabin I built outside my house.
Welcome to
By
the future.
I don't know what, March, April time. I've been trying to actually started thinking about building it about a year ago. It actually was almost a year ago this month. Because I was working on the planning permission, which is the kind of local council permit to build something. Ah, that's terrible. Yeah, let me just I just do a quick. That way I've got a bunch of screens and stuff. A couple of games there. This whole row here is full of games. I got a bunch there. Gameplays will take about 24 games probably, basically. So this is in just outside a town called Woking. I'm in a small village called Hookheath, and it's about 20 minutes from Heathrow Airport, London Heathrow Airport. Woking is famous for War of the Worlds. H.G. Wells set the story here for War of the Worlds. Right, it was Horsell, which is part of Woking, before any people
Please stand
tell
by
me
for
off.
reactor startup sequence.
Thank you guys. If you want to see it built, I put some
Reactor online.
time-lapse videos of it being built. They're on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/NeilMcRae1. Neil McRae the number one. Neil McRae with the number one. Let's see if we can blow this up this time. You can watch it being built. It was a lot of fun actually. I really enjoyed doing it. There's a couple of stressful moments, like when I cut my neighbour's tree down by accident. I didn't do it. One of the contractors did it. Right, okay. See if I can get control of this ball. Come on. Ah! Trying to get control of the ball and I'm losing it. So, well, it gives me control, I guess. Ah, okay. Listen, if you're nearby, let me know. Pop in for a cup of tea and a game of something. So now I've completed the reactor. The reactor's going critical. I need to blow it up. The siren's going round. I don't know if you can see that in the games room, but the siren's going. And let me just straighten that up a little bit. I need to hit this D here. Where is it? And if I hit the D, the reactor blows up. I score a load of points, and I move on to the next one. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you're in town, let me know. Come meet up. We're plugging up above me. Pinfest, UK biggest pinball festival. End of August, bank holiday weekend. Be there or be square, basically. It's going to be great. Over 100 games, tournaments, pinball talks. You get to meet me. I mean, fucking hell. I know people that would, you know, do anything they could to avoid meeting me. This is a show where you can meet me. Tilt and Pinball Heaven are sponsoring it, which is really great. And actually, Phil, he might actually still be on. He was on earlier. Say hello, Phil, if you're there. He's organising it. It's going to be an absolutely epic weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, pinball, pinball, pinball. Can't wait for it. Really looking forward to it. I'm now on the soft stuff. I was drinking this. Kirk will probably have a heart attack when he sees this. Piston Head Custom Lager, or as I call it, No Fear Lager. Hey, Big Phil. Big Phil's the ringmaster. Oh well. Well, you're gonna miss out, dude. But yeah, it's a bank holiday weekend. Some people already got stuff plans made for bank holiday. Luckily, I got this booked early before the wife organised anything. So, let's blow up this reactor before we drive everyone nuts with the music, the sound. So hitting this D is kind of like hitting the drop targets in TWD, especially the bottom one. Oh no, have I got away with that? Ah, no, I got away with that. The ball save just timed out there. This has been a terrible game. Absolutely shocking. 98,000. That's so poor. Let's quickly make it go away. Forget it was there. I do like in this game the you can see it scrolling at the moment. I do like the graphical, the kind of LED score displays. There's something about them that's just cool. The downside of them is I need a camera to see them. Hopefully they're working okay actually. This camera just needs a little bit of adjustment. Here we go. That's better. Right. Let's get going. Let's try and blow this up basically. Try and get multi-ball. I haven't had multi-ball. That's just not acceptable. Just on the ball save. I can't imagine turning ball save on in this game. No one would score any points. So, to get the reactor going, I need to hit this dial pad. What was that? You can tell it's Friday night and I am tired. Rudy, are you, if you're still there, are you streaming tonight? Let everyone know if he's not on. Rudy Soup was on earlier on. He normally streams for Buffalo Pinball on a Friday night. Great entertainment. Highly recommended. That's later tonight. Probably. Usually when Rudy's on, I'm on a Friday night. I'm in bed, but check him out. I love this game, but I find it quite difficult because you got to be precise on the shots. Here we go, multi-ball. So to get the jackpots, you have to send them back up. The multi-ball lock, the DOMINO lock, as it's called. Damn. That was terrible. But at least I lit up the 100,000 score bit. If you're on chat, say hello if you're new. Here we go. So I got the skill shot, which completed the dial pad, and then the ball fell into the reactor start. So I'm good to go on the first reactor. Now what you really want to do is get multi-ball going, or get it ready rather, so that when you blow the reactor up, you're in multi-ball, and you can score 2 times. There we go. You can kind of get. So really, what I should do is get multi-ball, and then I get basically playfield multiplier. Yeah, the multi-ball, because you got so when multi-ball's running, if you've got 2 balls, everything on the playfield's worth twice. 3 balls 3 times, 4 balls, which is an adder ball, which is quite tough actually. I think I've done it a couple of times. You get 4 times, and but I'm not going to do that because I'll end up screwing it up. I'm just going to blow up the reactor by hitting this A. Hopefully. Oops, I hit the D. Hey, there we go. And the thing I like about hitting this reactor is you get Scott's fantastic music back on again. It just gets you in the mood, this music. When I'm feeling a bit hacked off or pissed off, this music always puts me in a good mood. Absolutely fantastic. Damn. So that was a bit of a better score, predominantly because I got multi-ball, a little bit because I blew up the reactor. My best score on this is about 1 million. There's 1 point, actually, it might even be on the game. Actually, no, it's not, because I had a leak meet, and all the leak people knocked off my good scores, bastards. Matt, Tux, and Chris. That is a pretty decent score. You got that in the competition, 2.5 million. Good score again in the competition on this game. If you're on the channel watching for the first time, or say hello, it'd be good to. There's a lot of folks watching. Just be good to know who you are and where you're from. I'm Neil, and this is Domino Pinball. We've been playing AFMR. We're now playing TNA. I'm in my kind of shed at home, which I call the Domino Arcade, and I stream pinball and occasionally crazy golf on PlayStation, but I haven't streamed that for a while. I'm trying to get multi-ball set up so that when I go for the reactor, god damn it, get up there. When I go for the reactor, I'm going to try and bring multi-ball in and score some more points. This game is Spooky Pinball's TNA, designed by Scott Denese, and the artwork by Matt. Shit, I forget his surname. Good guy, Matt. I think I met him actually. I might have met him at TPF. Yeah, sorry, Matt Andrews, which is fantastic. Right, okay, started the reactor. I'm going to try and still get this ball into the lock for multi-ball.
Reactor
The shack heist. Right. I didn't really try and go for that because I want to get multi-ball set up. Okay, I'm now... I couldn't resist it. Reactor's critical, but look, I just... Oh! Did I do it in time? Got away with that. Got away with that. Ah! It's so lifted. Here we go. Yay! Got it, multi-ball. Right, let's see if we can quickly. Yes. Just don't start singing Rock Lobster or whatever it's called. Is it Rock Lobster? It's from Family Guy. Have you seen? Have you seen it when he sings it? Rock Lobster. It's funny as hell. Family Guy cracks me up. Shame about the pinball machine. Right, here we go, multi-ball. So I've now got 3x. All I now have to do is hit that compelling R. I've now got 2x. Ooh. Ah! Screwed it up! I can't believe it! That was terrible. Sorry about that. That was absolutely shocking. Oh well. Alright, let's try that again.
Welcome to the future.
That's what if they'd done that in the last game, I would have got the reactor. God damn it. Hey Foy, nice to see you. Where are you checking in from, man? Are you a pinball fan? We're playing Total Nuclear Annihilation. I'm Neil and I'm in the UK. Hope you're enjoying the stream. It's a tough game, but it's I tell you, I find myself kind of leaving work really almost on time so I can get back and squeeze a few games in before my family get home. I just come to it. It's just such a go-to game now. I think some people that aren't that keen on it, I can understand why. It's maybe not the deepest game, but it's pure pinball in my mind. Here they are. Nice to meet you, Freya. You in is it Prague, or is it Budapest? I can't remember which one's which. The capital of Hungary. I think it's. Anyway, glad you're into pinball and let us know what your favourite game is or where you play pinball. Oh, you live in the UK? Ah, okay, cool. Where in the UK are you? Let us know. Right, yay. Budapest, yeah, I knew it. I thought it was. There's a big pinball museum in Budapest, I think. Bucks will probably know where it is. Liverpool. Damn it. This time I'm getting the reactor. Right, so now I've got to hit this shot to destroy the reactor. Oh, I got a mystery. Extra tilt warning. That'll be handy. This game is actually incredibly easy to tilt, I find. I think it's the kind of infuriation factor of so on that because I collected all the targets across the in and out lanes, I got a free ball save, which I've kind of wasted actually. No, I'm not gonna reactor 5, yeah right. I'm quite happy just to get reactor 1 today. Yay! There we go. Right, now you have to do it all over again. And this game's also got co-op mode, which you and your buddies can play against the same set of reactors. It's a great, oh, there we go. Right into reactor 2.
Reactor online.
The thing that so this is great because let's just listen to this for a bit. No, I'm definitely not getting reactor 5, man. Yeah, because I'm so rubbish at this game, I hardly ever hear the rest of the soundtrack. And this is the Reactor 2 soundtrack. Just amazing music, absolutely amazing. Right, let's try and blow it up. Or let's brick. Brick! Ah. Here we go. Come on. As you can see, it's a bit harder to right, there we go. So now it's harder to it's harder to kind of make the reactor go critical, and you'll see that there are 2 flashing shots on the playfield. I've got to hit this one and that one to destroy the reactor, and they look easy shots, and they're just not, I'm afraid. I don't know what ball that was. I'm hoping it wasn't ball 3. Right, this is ball 3. I don't know what happens when you get the oh, pressure is on! Right, I got one of them. That's so infuriating. Oh, just completely biffed it. Welcome everyone to the stream tonight. It's good to have you on board. If you're new here, it's great to have you here. Let us know where you're from and what kind of pinball you like. Been playing this. Go have probably a couple more games of this, and I'll probably call it a night because it's late here, and on a Friday night, I'm typically tired. Johnny, we're okay. We have a couple of more games, Johnny. Don't worry. Where are you calling in from, Johnny? Let us know.
Welcome to the future.
Let me know what your take on pinball is. Right, so I hit the skill shot there, which is really cool because I'm right into reactor 1.
Reactor startup sequence. Reactor online.
Just a reminder, up above, UKPinfest. It's happening here in the UK, just south of Birmingham, in a lovely place called Daventry. Bank holiday weekend, the last weekend of August. It'd be great to see you there. Let's have a couple of pints and stay up late. Yeah, if I have a couple of pints, it'll be a stream. It'll be like this, and you'll hear this snoring noise because I'll be flat out on my back. Here we go. Right, so this reactor started, so I now have to get the ball into the reactor core, which is that top half of the playfield. Ooh. There we go. That was shit. Sometimes that little flipper kind of, you see the ball going round and you're like whacking it like fucking hit that ball, and you know, yeah, you know it ain't good enough, right? Right, so I have to hit that destroy target, the one that I missed last ball. I think this game knows that it's still me playing. And I said, I'm gonna kind of wind them up by making that same target. But here we go. I didn't mean to do that. For sure, I did not mean to do that. Yay! There we go. Reactor 1 done. We're back to that fucking awesome tune. Tim! Tim, I am drinking Diet Coke, mate. You missed me drinking something quite cool. Big shout out to my British pinball streaming partner in crime, the one, the only, Tim, I Love Baywatch, Pinball Live. I don't mean Baywatch the pinball game, I mean Baywatch the program. See, that's why you shouldn't... probably well, I just lost the ball there, because this game, when the tilt gets going, I need to spend a bit tuning it. Hey Yancy, are you I saw you on there and I wondered if I think I've seen you on Pinside. Are you this Yancy? I'm guessing you are if you've got the you must be that Yancy. Great to see you on the stream. Welcome. This is one of only, I think, 4 TNAs in the UK. We imported them somewhat illegally. Well, not quite illegally. I had to bribe KT with a box of British chocolate after failing to bribe Charlie. Sadly, trying to bribe KT wasn't much more successful. But no, we had to kind of import these. There's no distributor, so we can import them ourselves. But now, Pinball Heaven, you'll see there, is a distributor for Spooky Pinball now. In fact, is about to place an order. I think if you want one of these games, talk to Phil at Pinball Heaven, because he's about to bring a bunch of them in. Yancy, it's great to have you on the stream. Be careful with that prototype, as I'm sure you are. Here we go, multi-ball. angle of this scoop is we have the world famous champion of pops. Where is it? On stream with us today is the world champion of 50 pops, bumper champion, Yancy B. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome to the future.
Covered in drill, yeah. Okay, cool. 8 months. You must not have a lot of sleep then, Yancy. That's all I can say at that age. That's a busy period. Although it's probably getting a bit more saner now. I'd guess. That was just terrible. There we go. Yay! So I was watching a few streams where you get people joining. They say I'm like 3 in the morning, and they're somewhere in the world, and they're awake because they're giving their baby a feed or something. I've seen that a few times. Oh dear. Right, that was not great. Actually, by the way, the camera's off. There's another 0 next to that 20. Right, it's nice to see everyone on tonight. A few shout outs for folks. Mentioned Pinball Live. Rudy Soup's on later tonight. Keep an eye out for him. Watch out for Jack Danger this week. Deadflip. I don't know if where they're streaming it, but he is at the big Bug Hunter Championship in Las Vegas. That must be an interesting show. And Pinball and Zarbles usually play throughout the weekend, and my good buddy Skip Natty, who I predict might be giving you a Metallica or Game of Thrones stream, and probably some video games, retro video games, and of course Al Anonymous, the one, the only, who did a lot of streaming of this game. He's now moved on to Dialed In. Don't think he's loving it as much as he loved this game, but tune into him and Buffalo Pinball, who've got their big
Welcome to the future.
tournament coming up soon, which I was hoping to go to, but it's just the timing of it's just not worked out for me, unfortunately. I was signed up for it, but can't make it now. Bit gutted about that, because Kevin and Nick and the guys, Jay, they're fantastic guys. Ooh. Yeah, so absolutely. So the game, I mean, the way you score points in this. So I was at Texas Pinball Festival watching Bowen play. Just incredible play. But yeah, I mean, he was in multi-ball pretty much, or tried to be in multi-ball pretty much the whole game. For two reasons. One, it keeps more than one ball means it's safe, and also the playfield multipliers here just means that you're scoring more points, basically. TNA skip to Reactor 9. Ah. Hey Patrick, how are you, man? I was just bigging you up on Dialed In. a moment ago. I did not know you were on the channel, honestly. Ah. This is actually, when my game was shipped, the cables for these lights came unplugged, and I randomly connected them back, and actually when it lights up reactor 1, it's really reactor 9. Hey. I'm at 30 frames per second, am I? Okay, let me have a look. I think the game, I think there's a camera set to, it might be this one. I'll figure out later, I'm going to play as it is. I just fiddled the playfield cam, that might have made it a bit better. See, I don't like disabling things like that, because if you play another game that doesn't have it disabled, you tend to be shit. So lots of people on Walking Dead would put kind of ball guides in to make it lose less balls, or they put a rubber band in on the pops or something. And I don't think it's worth doing that, because you end up you're not playing the game, you're playing a different game. And then when you play a normal one that doesn't have those mods, you tend to struggle with it. Just, that's my experience. I have to say, I tend to agree with you. The magnet can be a right pain in the ass. But in Dialed In, it's kind of one of those games when you have a good game, you're kind of, it's like you've been visited by the Messiah. Because so often you have a bad game. And I remember New York Pinball Festival earlier this year. I think my score on it was like something ridiculously shit, like it was under 1 million. It was like 300,000 or something crap like that. But everybody was struggling with it, and not really paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing here. Let's get this pad lit up. Everyone was struggling with it, and lots of people with sub 1 million score. And basically yikes. That was not very good. All I had to do to qualify was beat. I think I had to beat 308,000, something like that. I can't remember. And I must have played the game. I don't know how many times to beat that score. And I finally did beat it, and I was qualified for all of like about 3 minutes. Some guy then put a much bigger score on another game and knocked me out. I missed qualification by 1 point. I was so upset because I thought I'd done it. Literally less than a minute to midnight, I get knocked out of the tournament. I was like, ah, can't be. I agree with you. 1 million is a top score on that game. My best score on Dowden's just under 2 million, maybe just over. I've got the game. It's in my garage. I just haven't got anywhere to put it at the moment. Let's keep playing. Right, this is probably the last game. Otherwise, my wife's going to come looking for me with an axe. Some of you have met my wife, and she puts on this facade of being the nicest woman in the world. And let me tell you, it's a facade. No, she's great. I got her playing in the women's tournament at Pinball, and she loved it. There we go. Yay! I'll take that.
Reactor unlocked. Skill shot complete. Please stand by for reactor startup sequence. Reactor online.
Oh, that was a slick move, I have to say. Whoa. You know, I think Papa should do is buy a load of the flipper that's in the core and stick it on any game Keith Elwin's playing. Imagine, instead of lightning flippers, now we have nuclear flippers. Oh, my wife is watching! Holy shit, I didn't see you there, sweets. I'm in big trouble now. Everyone say hello to the beautifully glorious Mandy McRae. My fantastic wife. Yes, I didn't realize she was watching. I do need like the bot, Moobot to kind of warn me, your wife is here, don't be an ass. Hey, TurboGrafx man, how you doing? I was watching your stream, one of your recordings the other day. I forget what game you were playing though, but it looked pretty decent. Are you? And it was, I think, in your basement. Are you building your basement out or something? It looked like you were working on it or something. I forget what the game was. It's gone out of my head. We're playing a little bit of TNA again, TurboGrafx, because I love the music and I love the game. Although the game has not been nice to me tonight, I have to say. Mandy McRae is my wife, and puts up with all my pinball madness. In fact, sometimes engages in it. Whoa. Ah, right. Yes.
Main save, level 1. Please stand by for reactor startup.
Well said, Phil, well said. Whoa, save the ball. That was cool. Right, here we go.
2 blocked.
Tried to bang. Ah! If you have to wait for Reactor 4, you could be waiting a very long time on this stream, I'm afraid, folks.
Reactor critical.
No, don't fucking do the reactor till I get volleyball going. Ah! Come on. Right, here we go. Can we get the reactor? I hit it! Yes! 3 times! Ah. God damn it. Not very good. Nearly got out of the ball there. But I think that's my best score of the night though. Kinder. $6.35. I'll take that. I've still got another ball. Excellent. Come on, skill shot. No, it's too hard. The skill shot is very hard to get. Ooh. Didn't really need to shake the game there because I had ball save left. So that was a bit of a waste. Ah, okay, cool. Right, this is the last game, honestly. One more game, and then I'm calling it a night, folks.
Welcome to the future.
If you want to play this game and you're in the UK, we're taking it to UKPinfest. Which is that thing above me. You'll be able to play it there. UKPinfest is in just south of Birmingham. The last weekend of August. It'd be great to see you there. Come and say hello to me and Tim.
All saved.
Yeah, no, I do that with, I say the game I use to practice that on is Attack from Mars. I usually take the glass off, chuck the balls in the scoop, yeah, it's a great tip. The other thing I found is to really just watch how other players play more carefully. I mean, my biggest issue is I'm kind of a lazy player. I don't look sharp enough at where the ball is or where it's going to go, just like that. Ah, excellent. It'd be good to see you there, Ferry. Right, okay, because that was such a shit game, we'll have one more. This is the last game.
Future.
I don't think I've locked the ball on launch this whole evening, which is surprising because that's usually all I do. Right, Bosch, go. This game can be tough. By the way, Phil, if you live to survive Pinfest and you do it again next year, we are going to have to find another hotel, mate, because the Mercure used to be hotel and spa, but they've killed the spa bit, much to my wife's disappointment. So we are going to have to find another venue.
Please stand by for reactor startup
Which
sequence.
probably fills you with huge joy right now.
Reactor online. All saved.
Alright, let's try and get Molly Ball.
All line locked. All two locked.
Right. That was another terrible game. If I play any more games, I will be a dead man. Nah, they've killed it, mate. I know it's well, the swimming pool and the jacuzzi's still there, but the spa bit where they do treatments and stuff, all gone. And if you look at it now, it's just a Mercure hotel. They don't mention the spa unless if you Google, you'll see that it was called the spa, which was a bit disappointing. I think they were acquired. I think Mercure were acquired by Arcor, and I think they're just getting out of the spa business basically. Yeah, so it ain't there. So we probably want to keep it a secret from the rest of the women that are coming, of fear of death. Listen, just a reminder, right above me, UKPinfest. It's just going to be a great event. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be streaming, interviewing some of Pinball's greats. So I'm meeting Team Pinball, who's just releasing a game called Mafia. We're doing Home Pin and Thunderbirds, and some other folks. It's going to be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it. There's competitions there. There'll be over 100 games, including this one. This game is coming, and my Dialed In is going, and my Shadow is going, and my Spider-Man is going. It's going to be fantastic. So, it's not above me anymore. Where is it? Oh, it's gone. Sorry, on my picture it's above me. Hold on, let me fix that. There we go. Now, hopefully it's above me. You probably can't hear me or something like that. Yeah, I think they've ran out of rooms. Hopefully you can still hear me, because whenever I seem to change screens is when I lose sound. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I'm basically we're going to that. This is the Attack from Mars screen I was playing earlier. So if we go, if you want to head over, please do. It's going to be a great event. There's other hotels in the area if you want to stay over, and it's going to be brilliant. Phil here's the organizer. We've been working on our program for a while, and it's just going to be superb. Big thanks to everyone who joined tonight. Thanks for watching these two games, and we'll do some Iron Maiden next, I think. But I do like this game, kind of drawn back to it, and I also want to do a bit of Star Trek, because that's a fantastic game. Big shout out to all the Twitch streamers and everyone in Pinball. I'm Neil McRae. This was Domino Pinball. Probably back. Actually, I won't be on next Friday. I'm on holiday on that day, so I probably won't be here then. I'll maybe try and do something else, either before or after. Thanks everyone for watching. If you want to watch this replay, it'll be on Twitch for replay, or it'll be on my YouTube channel, Neil McRae Sorry, youtube.com/Neil McRae #1. It's the #1, not number one, not Neil McRae #1. Neil McRae, the #1. Or just search for Neil McRae and you'll find me. All my videos, I archive them all on YouTube because after a while on Twitch they disappear. If you like this, give me a thumbs up, follow me. Don't subscribe. Just donate some money to your favourite charity or something. I'm in Twitch for the fun of it. So that's it, folks. It's been great playing tonight. I'm a bit tired, so I'm going to bed. See you later, folks. And for those of you still watching, a special treat. This is called the after stream gag. And probably non-Brits might struggle with some of these, but here is one of my favourite jokes. Let me just find it. I've got it written down and I bloody well can't find it. Here we go. You're all waiting in anticipation, or you're all disappeared already. I went to the doctor's the other day and I said, "Have you got anything for wind?" The doctor gave me a kite, and with that, good night.